Alright, let's see if I can get through the next three in a less than 10-minute amount of time. I hope so. Okay, this guy looks a lot like what I pointed out in class. It's two inequalities written in one line. Okay, when you run into this situation, you need to write out the two inequalities. The way you get your two inequalities is by, hold on, you look at the left two and you write that down. -3 less than 2x minus 6. And you're going to put and down because it's an and compound inequality. And then you write down the right two pieces. So if you notice, you're writing down 2x minus 6 twice. And that's why you can write it all in one line, because 2x minus 6 gets repeated. Okay, now we're at this point. You're just going to solve each of them separately and graph your solution at the end and write it out in interval notation. Here I want to get x by itself. I'm choosing to have x on my right side with my left inequality over here. And so I'm going to add 6 to get rid of the 6 on the right side. Now my left side is 3, because -3 plus 6 is 3. And I got 2x. I need to divide by 2 to get x by itself, and now I got 3 over 2 less than x. Right side, I'm going to add 6 again to get it away from the x. I'm still trying to get x all by itself. 11 plus 6 is 17. I still need to divide by 2 in an attempt to get x by itself, so x is less than 17 halves. Okay, notice on both of my inequalities, I do not flip the direction of the sign because I divided by a positive. You only flip it when it's negative. So it's time to draw a lovely number line and graph these solutions. Remember, it's an and statement. So when we graph, we need to make note of anywhere where it's double shaded. Hold on, I probably don't want 0 there. Okay, let's put some tick marks down. If you look at our solutions, our critical numbers are 3 halves, that's 1.5, and then 17 halves, that's 8.5. So I need to get all the way up to like 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I got my number line ready to go. I'm going to graph my left one first. Here it says 3 halves is less than x. So if we put a circle here, 3 halves, and it's going to be open because there's no line here, and I need to shade to the right because x is bigger than 3 halves. That means I need to shade this direction. Bam, put an arrow there. Okay, and I'm going to graph my right side one. 17 halves is 8.5. So I need to put an open circle there. I'm not going to fill it in because there's no line there. And I need to shade left because this says x is less than 17 halves. So I'm going to shade left. Okay. Remember, both of these shadings go infinitely long to the right and then to the left. But the only portion of our graph that I got double shaded is in this region here. It got shaded from the left side, and it got shaded from the left side, and I got shaded from the right. So this middle section is what got shaded twice. Since we're looking at an and situation, that's the part that's part of our solution. So if we're going to write our solution in interval notation, we need to write down the lower end, which is 3 halves, and the upper end, which is 17 halves. I'm going to put a curved bracket around the ends because these circles are open. They're not filled in. When they're not filled in, you have the curved bracket. And that should be it for 2. 3. Okay, we had talked about these solving for a variable. Here, my variable of interest is this L here. I need to get it by itself. Well, what's keeping it from being by itself? We have this WH guy here. Well, when things are next to each other, that's multiplication. To get rid of the multiplication, you're going to divide. So divide by WH. Divide by WH. What you do one side, you do the other. I have L on my right side, and then V divided by WH. And that's it. That's it. It's done. Okay, don't try to calculate, don't try to plug numbers in, because there aren't any. Don't do it. Number 4, just like the last one, we're just trying to get our q, which is a variable of interest, all by itself. You notice it has a 3 in front of it, and this subtract NL. Well, to get rid of subtract NL, you're going to add NL. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Okay, on the left side, I now have just 3q. On the right, I got x plus y plus... How many NLs do I have now? Here I have 4. I'm adding 1, so I'm getting 5 NL. You can only combine things if they have the same variables. Since this guy had NL and this guy had NL, you can add those. Okay, now my next step, I'm still trying to get q by itself, is to get rid of this 3 that's in the way. It's 3q, so that means 3 times q. Get rid of the 3 by dividing both sides by 3. And now we got q equals x plus y plus 5 and L all over 3. And that is it. Done.